Hey YouTube, how are we doing? Hope everyone's doing all okay. And I've got a bit of a confession to make. I am an idiot. In fact, I'm a double idiot, if that's even possible. There's probably less polite words I could use to describe myself at the moment. But we'll go with double idiot. And the reason he's double idiot I'll come on to in just a little while. But the reason I'm an idiot is got the channel back up and running, got a few videos out, recorded some videos, did the usual, yes, here we go, everything's coming back and whatever. Had all the plans and everything in the bag, video ideas written down, all set up to go, even some recorded that I didn't get to put out. And then I realised my MOT was due. So old Trixie the Tricity here, it was her 4th birthday, so she was due her MOT. And I was like, okay, not going to be a problem. When my MOT was due last year, phoned up the bike centre and they were like, yeah, bring her in whenever you're ready, we'll get it done. Did not bank on the fact that I wouldn't be able to do that this time around. So my MOT was due a couple of months ago now. There's been a few more delays and whatever. And I was like, phoned up the garage where I've had some work done on my bike, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And they were like, yeah, we can fit you in X amount of weeks. I can't remember how many weeks it was. It was a couple of weeks away. And I was like, Rick, what? Okay. And I was like, okay, this is a problem because my MOT is due in like a week and I can't get it done, and it's my own fault, completely and utterly my own fault. I just didn't consider it. Like I've only had to do 2 MOTs because obviously your first 3 years you don't have to do one. So on my 3rd birthday I had to get one sorted, and as I said, it wasn't a problem. And then yeah, when it came to my next one, it was a problem. And I really did not anticipate it, stupidly. And I was really worried about it, in a way. I had a feeling it might, I might have been off the road for a little bit, because I'm a bit low on funds at the moment due to like everything that's happened, having to move and all of that again, all my own doing and stuff like that. Oh yeah, stuff like that. God, I say that in these videos. I know the guys from work are watching this, and I get the mickey taken out of me at work for saying stuff like that. And I have discovered that my team have found my YouTube channel, and now I'm quite wary of saying stuff like that all the time. And now I've said it in this video. Oh God. Anyway, so yeah, so I was, my financial situation isn't great. So I was worried that there was going to be something wrong with my bike because I've had some problems in the last 6 months, and I was generally thinking, okay, it might lead to the bike being off the road for a little bit, but. So I managed to get the MOT booked in for a few weeks' time, so it was a few more weeks off the road where I couldn't get out and record. And then, yeah, when I put it in, I was really panicking because I can't remember if I've gone over this on other videos or not, but if I have, I'm really sorry for repeating myself. Oh, by the way, thank you for watching. Thank you anyone who's watching this video. I really, really appreciate it, even if you are just one of my team watching to take the piss. But yeah, no, brilliant. Thank you for supporting the channel. But yeah, because of the problems I've had, like ever since Christmas, like I did a few trips between like North Devon and Plymouth over Christmas. I think the last one I made was on Christmas Eve. Actually, I went over there Christmas Eve in the middle of the night, and she was absolutely fine. But then yeah, in January, just something went, and I had a problem where my I thought was the alternator. Like I turned the bike on and nothing happened. The electrics didn't come on or nothing. And I know from cars that there's a thing called the alternator and whatever. So I got the RAC out because I got RAC cover. They came out and they were like, yeah, it is. It's your alternator. You're going to have to take it to the garage. And then I took it to the garage. Had to wait a bit to get it booked in the garage again. I should have known about the MOT at that point, really, shouldn't I? But I was told they were done, repairs and that were done separately. So yeah, took it into the garage. Eventually, towards the end of January, I think this was, and they were had been off the road a couple of weeks, and they were like told them what's happened, and the guy was like, oh, okay, that's a bit strange because this bike doesn't have an alternator. It's got something else basically that's called that's similar. There's a similar thing apparently. I don't understand that sort of thing. Sorry. And So yeah, so they'd look at the bike, they kept it for like a day or two, and they were like, okay, yeah, it's this problem, this is what's happened. This fuse has gone, and you need a new battery because your battery was dead. I probably didn't. I probably could have charged it back up. But yeah, I got a new battery, and they replaced something. You know, this part that was wrong. I can't remember what it was called, regulator or something like that. So they replaced that, which was brilliant. And then when I got her back, she was turned on, all up and running again. Excellent. The only problem was I took the bike to be washed because obviously living by the sea, it was the winter, you know, the weather hasn't been the best and whatever, so I thought, right, go and take it to the jet wash, get it cleaned off. Did that, and when I did it, the bike was just didn't feel right. Now I'll be honest, it felt alright on the way there. I was on the Link Road, which is this road I'm on now actually, where it's just a big long road where you can get up to national speed limit road, so I can get up to like 60, 65 on it with the hills and stuff. And it was absolutely, it seemed alright from what I remember. There was a lot of traffic though, so, and obviously being all freewheel 125, I'm not doing 90 miles an hour anywhere. I can do like 68, 70 on a good day. Washed the bike, and as I came out of the car wash, suddenly she got a bit, the electrics wouldn't come on, and I was like, okay, this is what happened before. But then it started, it was just a bit chuggy, and what have you. You gonna sit right behind me there, sir? And then so it was just a bit chuggy, to the point where I was going across an island, and it just cut out completely. And I was like, okay, this isn't good. What's happening? And like I managed to, without stopping on the island, I managed to like get her started and pull off again. But it wouldn't go, it just really chugged all the way home, like spluttered, like all the way back home. Like it was about a 10-mile trip, absolutely spluttered. And I was really, really worried about that. So I was like, okay, I'll see what's happening here. I might have just got some water in the engine or something, because I've just washed the bike maybe. But because it was the first time I'd taken it out since I had it repaired, I wasn't entirely sure what the problem was. So I thought, right, I'll let it dry out, leave it for a couple of days and try again. And then literally I went out a few days later. Get down the side here, I went out a couple of days later and it was still the same. It wasn't cutting out as much, but there was clearly like a loss of power there. Well, this guy go, there's a gap here actually. There was clearly a loss of power, and and I tested it, and full throttle, I couldn't get, and it was a struggle to get up to 53 miles an hour. Like it just, and yeah, I know most roads around here are like 20, 30 miles an hour, so it's not a problem. But on a dual carriageway or whatever, if I'm doing 53 miles an hour on a 60 mile an hour road, it can be a hazard. It's like one of the reasons I don't agree that 50cc bikes can go on a dual carriageway, because they can only do like 30 miles an hour. If you're on a 40, 50, 60 mile an hour speed limit, you're a danger. You're putting yourself in trouble, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, so I was struggling a little bit and it just didn't seem right, and I thought at that stage I was kind of hoping I'd be in a position to make more trips across, from North Devon back towards South Devon, and what have you, and that wasn't possible. I didn't know if the bike was going to blow up, or not blow up, but just break down or whatever. So eventually I got to book it back into the garage to see what was happening, and I tried research online, and people were like, oh, it could be some water or dirt on your spark plugs or anything like that, so hopefully it was something simple. Had to wait a couple of weeks to get it back in the garage, and then by the time I got it back in the garage, on the morning I'd got it booked into the go to the garage. Amazingly, I got there and they were closed. So I thought, okay, I'll have a run around the block. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Roads are pretty quiet. I'll get on the main road, pretty much where I am now, and I'll give it, I'll see what I can get up to. Like I'll go on a road where I can do 60 mile an hour, and I'll see what she does. Absolutely fine, absolutely perfect. I suppose like when you're ill and you have to wait 2 weeks for a doctor's appointment, you feel better. But she was absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. So I don't know what it was. I'm guessing it could have been just a simple case of I got some water in a place where I wasn't supposed to. And to be fair, yeah, she's been perfectly fine ever since, which was annoying. you know, because yeah, I didn't want to take the risk. I took that trip over to Plymouth on Christmas Eve. It was, weirdly enough. I just went over there. Well, I won't go into any details really. I went over, you know, riding across the moors in the pitch black. You don't want to be doing 30, 40 miles an hour. You know, I know it's speed limits and what have you. You know, but you want to, you know, you want to get over there as quick as possible when you're in the middle of nowhere and on national speed limit roads. And I can do that trip in about just over an hour. I think that's the quickest I've done it. But yeah, I didn't want to take the risk while she wasn't in a good condition. But she seems all fixed now, so hopefully that's the case. But I was kind of dreading the MOT just in case something was highlighted. So I was kind of worried I was going to be off the road then. That's why I've just gone on that massive tangent for no reason. But yeah, all back up and running. Seems good. I did film this exact, and the reason I doubled it is because I filmed this exact video, not this exact video because I don't script them, but I filmed a video talking about the being an idiot and what have you, and then forgot to upload it. So, and I can't remember exactly what I went through, how long ago it was. It was a couple of weeks ago because I've been back on the road a couple of weeks now. But yeah, got it all back up and running. So that's it. That's the story. That's why there's been nothing on the channel, because I'm an idiot. No excuses, nothing like that, because I'm an idiot. So, but I've got quite a few other videos in the pipeline. Got some stuff already recorded that I'm going to be editing together. So thank you for sticking by the channel if you're watching. Hi PP3. Hope you're all doing good. I'll see you on Monday or whenever. And yeah, to the rest of you, thanks for watching. Hit me up on the socials if you really are so inclined. And I will see you in the next one.